Hey there, welcome. I've been expecting you. This is one of my favorite countries in the world, one of my favorite places in the world. Welcome to the Safe House. Come on inside. So, you finally made it. Well, I'm glad you're here. Welcome to the Spy Bar and Lounge, otherwise known as our Safe House. We spend a lot of time here, and we try to make it our home away from home when necessary. A little bit about me. My name is Dexter Ingram. Been the luckiest guy in the world. Had the most fun in my career. Started out in the Navy as a naval flight officer. Then spent some time in DC working at a think tank focusing on WMD well before 9/11. After 9/11, I was asked to run the terrorism policy for the Homeland Security Committee in Capitol Hill. And since then, I've done a variety of things with the FBI, with Interpol, with the State Department, and Homeland Security. A lot of what we do is working on stopping folks from attacking us and our partners overseas. Sharing information is sometimes difficult, but we're working on ways, particularly internationally with Interpol, to better share information with our partners. Taking that fingerprint that's on that bomb or that IED in Iraq and tying it to that taxi driver in Prague. How do you do that? Typically that bomb is diffused by the military or exploited by the military, and then that information goes into the intelligence channels. Well, how do we share that with law enforcement so that we connect the dots, find the people we're looking for, and prosecute them? Those are things that we're working on, and we've made a lot of success over the years. So we all know the saying, if you don't know your history, you're doomed to repeat it. Within the Safe House and the Spy Bar and Lounge, we have a lot of historical items related to spying. We have different caltrops throughout the years, things that are used to stop horses, cars, airplanes, puncture tires, cause the enemy to slow down for whatever reason you might want. We also have our KGB section full of real KGB bugs used throughout the years, as well as a KGB button camera. Our CIA section, a lot of CIA devices, including what some call the doggy-doo transmitter. It's a seismometer used in Vietnam to detect motion when you couldn't see through the canopies. A lot of escape and evasion items. Big fan of World War II escape devices. They were so ingenious in how they hid these devices in just regular games, equipment, and toiletries. Up here, China. China has been prolific throughout the years. Everybody knows Sun Tzu, poison rings, sleeve darts, a lot of hidden weapons. One of my favorite sections is the encryption devices. Really big fan of the different languages and codes. We have our Bayer cipher here, which is very rare. It's a Danish cipher from the turn of the century. So a lot of different devices. I really wish I can go into all of them. I've been collecting for, over 30 years now, and I'm still looking for those hidden gems. But there's a lot of neat things that are real, that were used by real spies throughout history, that are just truly ingenious and fascinating. Obviously, every safe house needs the basics. We have our games and our distractions, but we also have some history and some gadgets, some things donated throughout the years from a variety of people that have used this from the 60s, 70s, up until today. As you look on the walls, you'll see a lot of different memorabilia from movies, some of it modern, some of it from a while ago. Spying's always fascinated us. It's been a part of our history for centuries. If you look at a lot of our most famous spies, they've been musicians and baseball players. They've been slaves. They've been soldiers. They've been artists. I know that the agency has recruited some top artists to basically counterfeit different materials, and these folks eventually have been in the field. They've briefed the President of the United States on a variety of different issues. But one of the things I really enjoy now is mentoring. I love talking to children, sometimes in elementary schools, sometimes in high schools, young professionals in college, and those who are just getting started or looking for jobs in the national security or international security arena. The thought that you can actually have an internship in Geneva right now or be living in Prague for the summer. Don't limit yourself. Think about what's out there. It's the way it goes. This past summer, we've had a lot of fun talking with different groups virtually, this past year in general. Yeah, I'm a big believer in making sure that young people see the different possibilities in life when it comes to travel. I want them to understand the basics of STEM and coding and science when it comes to everything from a pandemic to our computer systems and technology. But we also want them to understand their history and the history of the people that have spied or done heroic things in the past. Our team at the Spy Museum is amazing. All the different educational venues they work through, the virtual settings, but we're looking forward to getting back in person. Giving tours, speaking to different corporate events, and telling our stories. A lot of folks watch the movies and they see the excitement and the action. Well, it's not always like that, but there are some really great stories out there. Some that are just as exciting, some that are actually more exciting. That being said, you got to talk to us to know what those stories are. So book us through the Spy Museum. We have a lot of different virtual speaking engagements as well as in-person corporate events, tours, and look forward to working with you.